Welcome everybody. In this video, we are going to look at starting a new project using Autodesk Revit from scratch. So from a blank template file. Now, with Revit, you will need a template file to start modeling. The template file loads in a number of sort of preset elements, settings, things like that. And Revit does come shipped with a number of default templates. And we'll take a look at those, and in a later video we'll actually look at using our own custom templates to start a project. So to start a new project, there's pretty much two different ways people will go about doing it. From the main sort of splash screen or the intro screen on Revit, you can go to the New button here. You click New, and it brings you up the New Project pop-up window, where you can then select whichever template you want to use. So these are some of the default templates shipped with Revit. I typically roll with the architectural template, as I tend to do predominantly architectural work, if I'm going to be using one of the default templates. In reality, I would typically use one of my own templates that I've got created for various different projects and various different types of projects. Make sure you're creating a new project. You don't want to be creating a new project template at this point. Later on, we'll get into videos where you can be creating your own project templates and really customizing things. But for now, we're just going to start a project using our own an existing template. So in this case, we'll just use the architectural template. And we hit OK. And it will open up a blank project file where you can then start adding your loading in CAD files or loading in other Revit elements, creating your wall assemblies and putting your walls and grids and levels and everything in place that you need to do for your project. So that's the first way to create a new project in Revit. Now the second way, if I just close that down, instead of starting from the main sort of splash screen or the intro page on Revit, if we go up here to the Home tab or the Home button, it'll switch us again to our workspace mode. And from here, we have the File menu where you can actually start a new project from here as well. This will bring up the same new project pop-up window where again you can choose the template, and this time instead of choosing the architectural template like I did before, I'm going to browse, and if I go through my computer to my C drive somewhere in here, I have my own template. So I can open this up. You'll see it gets listed in the drop-down window here. And again, I'm making sure I'm creating a new project. Again, we're not going to look at templates right now. In a future video, we will look at creating custom templates. So create my own project using my template. OK. And again, it loads up the blank page. And this looks predominantly the same as the architectural template because my template is partially based on the architectural template, or at least this version of my template. And again, from here, you can start adding your levels and your grids, your project information, whatever it is you need to do to create your project. So those are sort of the two different ways, although they're essentially the same way. But the two different locations where you can actually start creating your own Revit project.